Hi guys, so for today's video I thought I would show you my planning binder for Disney World. So all I did was I had purchased, I think it's a 1" or a 1.5" binder at a dollar store, and I've printed a picture just to put out front. And then when you open it, it has little pockets where I put the map of Blizzard Beach and the Typhoon Lagoon on the back. And I just put that there because we have just added a water park to our stay, so I wanted to have a map. I don't actually have a tab for the water park yet, and I'm not sure that I will put one in there anyways. So here is a pocket, and I put the book that we get from Disney World after booking. And I'm thinking I'm gonna use this pocket to keep all my receipts and stuff. So that way I can keep it all together for the border crossing. Then here, as you can see, I have custom made some tabs myself. So I had printed over here. So I have the general information with just Mickey, and then when you open it, I have kind of made up a list of the whole vacation and which day I want to do what. This is just a very rough copy. Before I made the dining reservations, before I made fast passes, just so I kind of go from there, decide where I want to be each day, and approximately so I wrote down what the park hours are on there, and when the extra magic hours are, so that way I could plan accordingly. And I wrote all that in pencil, so that way I could erase it. And then on this tab, I also have all of our reservations and all of our dining reservations, and all the fast pass reservations with all the confirmation numbers, just so I have them handy. So this is before I had made the fast pass and stuff. Like, I wrote down some important dates, all of the park hour operations and everything I wrote out. I like to write stuff out, keeps me a little bit more organized, and I kind of remember stuff that I write, so I don't necessarily always have to go for the reference. And then I have the 2 packing lists printed out. You can find those on my blog as well. And the reason why I have 2 is one I keep in here. Well, I keep both of them in here, but I will take one out and I will go over it just to make sure I have everything. I had made this one kind of a general for myself and my family, and it's for if you're driving, so I have a little bit more space than if I was flying. Then I had also printed out fast pass selections for each park and the tiers and stuff like that, just for a quick reference, so I can reference back when I was choosing what I was going to select before my fast pass selection date. So there's my second packing list. And then the next tab is hotel information. Now for this trip we're staying at 3 different ones. They're all Disney ones, so I had printed out the map for each one of them and wrote what my room requests would be and the phone numbers. And I wrote down, because we're staying at Port Orleans, information about the boat to Disney Springs. Then I have a map for the beach club. And then I have also printed out from allears.net the menus for the restaurants that are in there. I know that you can access all that stuff, but sometimes I just like to have a quick look. Now, we had decided what we're gonna eat at all these restaurants already, so that way I kind of have an idea, because my daughter is a little picky and it's nice to know what's offered. Then the third resort map, as well as nothing else on there. So the next tab is, now we move on to the parks, and I have obviously Magic Kingdom, and all I did was I bought these at the dollar store, and then I just printed out the little tabs and taped them. I know you can get these custom made. There's a couple different websites that make them, but this was really inexpensive. So I have a Magic Kingdom map for reference. Then I also printed out all the character map from Kenny the Pirate. Great resources. Then I wrote out quick service meal suggestions where it would be good to eat based on the menus that they had. Then over here I also did like a rough draft of when I wanted the fast passes to be. Then I had my kids also fill out a form that kind of must-do rides, do if time, sit-down meals where they would like to eat, counter service where they would like to eat, and things like that, parades with that, when they would, which ones they would like to watch and stuff like that, so that way I could use that as a reference when I was making fast passes. Then I also am a member of the touring plan, so I like to enter all my fast passes once I made them and kind of do like a rough copy of what my day would look like. Now some of the stuff I can't add here, so I had proceeded and actually, I don't know where it went. Maybe I didn't print it for this one, but I had made my own kind of itinerary for the day plan, touring plan, so that way I can reference it. It's not written in stone, but I like to kind of have an idea as to what I'm doing each day. So here, oh, and I also printed out some menus for the quick service, so we can kind of get back for we are having a lunch at Be Our Guest this time, and those actually you can pre-select from home like a month in advance, so that way we've done that already since we have like 11 days before our trip. So the next one is Hollywood Studios. Same thing, map, character map, and then just a rough idea. Same again for Hollywood Studios. I'd actually found these on this board. Again here, and then where is my, so I don't have one for this one. I just wanted to show you my my own touring plan that I had typed out. Again, just different ideas for food, for quick service. And then there's Animal Kingdom, maps, fast pass, rough notes, possible meals, suggestions, and then I haven't printed one for this one either. I think I have one for Epcot. So this is what Epcot looks like, and then maps. This one I went into in depth a little bit more. Again, rough. And then so this is the first night we arrive, so I just kind of listed things I want to do, and things that I have fast passes for, things that once I'm done to make fast passes for, things that I would like to do that day if possible. Same for Epcot's full day. And then the last tab is for dining, because at one of the resorts we're staying at a club level, so they had sent out a form to fill out that you let out approximate time, and they do all the bookings for you. That's if you book with club level. And so at the back I just have another picture. So it's a very inexpensive way to make a binder, and it just keeps me organized, keeps my family organized. It avoids me from having kids ask me, so what are we doing next? What do we have fast passes for? What's this? What's this? Just go look at the binder. I will take this with me. I have confirmation numbers and things like that if they need it for the border crossing. or just a quick reference. I will probably add some other stuff for our road trip, for our drive, since we are driving from Canada. So just different points where we would like to stop and what they if there's hotels and things like that. So I would like to have all that printed out, so for a quick reference. Well, I hope this is helpful, and thanks for watching. If you like it, subscribe. Thank you.